The Bison Basketball Show with NDSU head coaches Dave Richman and Jory Collins. The Bison Basketball Show is presented by Gate City Bank for a better way of life. And Pepsi.
Hey, Bison Nation, welcome back on into the Bison Basketball Show along with NDSU women's head coach Jory Collins. I'm Sam Neidermann. Great to have you along with us because it's the best time of year, tournament time. Postseason has arrived for the Bison, 13-3 to finish out the regular season. They'll be the 2 seed down in Sioux Falls. And Coach Collins, this is what we live for. These are the best ones coming up.
That's right. It's March Madness. It's time to go nuts. And kind of our third portion of the season. You have your non-con, you have your regular season, and then you get to tournament time. And that's where you're hoping all your hard work pays off.
No doubt about it. Why don't we go back and take a quick look at the final weekend of the regular season, starting here at home. Last Thursday night, it was senior night against South Dakota. Got a win 63-54 and sent Heaven Hamling out on a really nice note.
Yeah, it was, probably not our best game. I think there was a lot of emotions early in the game, and South Dakota was coming in playing well. Really hard-fought basketball game. We didn't shoot the ball the way we had been shooting the ball, for a couple weeks coming in, and had to win that game with some defense and rebounding. And we took that as a positive. We're going to get into tournament play. We're going to need to be able to win games in different ways, and I thought we guarded really well in that game and then dominated the glass and made enough plays to win.
Give me a little bit about Abby Draper. She was certainly a presence in the post.
Yeah, and we needed her. Heaven and Elle didn't have their normal, volume scoring games or shooting games, and we needed to be able to pound it in a little bit, and Drapes was awesome. We were able to throw it into her multiple times in the second half, and she either got fouled or got a basket, gave us enough offense. I think rebounded in that game really well, too. I think maybe had 15 and 8 or 15 and 9, and just was a great presence for us. She'd really come along this year and been a consistent performer, and that was a night we needed her.
What was it like to see Heaven take the floor for her final home game in the Shack?
Yeah, it was great. I think I did a good job holding it together. I think she had a little bit of tears and emotion there, obviously, which is to be expected. But we had a great crowd for her and a great ovation, which she really deserved. And went out and she played fine. Wasn't her best game, wasn't her worst game. But I know in her mind, all she wanted was a win and her last time in the Shack, and glad we could get that done.
No doubt. It was pretty cool to see her interacting with the fans afterwards. It was a great scene for Heaven Hamling on Senior Day. Fast forward to Saturday, Coach. Regular season finale in Brookings against South Dakota State. Tight game down to the wire. Unfortunately, they end up pulling away with a late run.
Yeah, it was, we battled. We played really hard, and we're right there for 35 minutes. I think it was a one-possession game with 4.5, 5 minutes to go. And they had a lot of things there. They had 3,700 in there. It was Senior Day. It was the last game in their arena. They're going for an undefeated season. I mean, they were ready to play. And I thought we were ready to play, too, in that environment, and was really proud of just the consistent effort. We got down 6, 7, 8 a couple different times, and we're able to battle back. And that's not something against those guys in the past we've been able to do very often. Just not enough plays down the stretch. Offensively or defensively, Brooklyn Meyer was phenomenal in that game, and we're going to have a better plan against her, if we get them again. But still really proud of our effort.
Where would you say this group's confidence level is heading into the postseason?
I like it. I think we're very confident in who we are and what we can be as a team. We haven't beat SDSU yet, but we feel like we're capable. But we're going to take the whole, we had a really good second half, Sam. January and February was our team making some big strides, and there's some things we can lean on that we learned in January and February all throughout those months that we'll be able to take into tournament time next week.
Well, you got a little bit of time before we play. Tip off on Saturday against Denver, the 2-7 game. What's this week like as far as preparation, spring break as well for the students? So, kind of get a break from class, and you get a few days to make sure that you're prepared for the 3 games that you're going to need to win.
Yeah, and it's needed. With only 10 players and kind of battling down the stretch here and playing everybody, we're giving them Sunday, Monday off. And it's like, we'll see you Tuesday, and then we'll start getting ramped up for tournament. For us coaches, it's just about planning and getting the itinerary together and planning out for 4 whole days and all the way through the championship. I've done that my whole career. Of minute by minute, we know what we're doing from Thursday to Tuesday night. And you just try to get your mind right for postseason and what your expectations are, and you show up and try to be your best.
What's that routine like once you get down there to Sioux Falls? You mentioned minute by minute. I mean, there's got to be an art to winning a weekend tournament.
Yeah, you know, I was very fortunate at Emporia State. We won our conference tournament 5 times in a row, and we had just, here's what we're doing today. Here's what we're doing the next day. And you may change the dates a little bit and the times a little bit, but you have your itinerary, you stick to it, and you show up, and there's a comfort level in that when you have a regular schedule. And so you just, you know, you try to get into that routine of showing up and doing the right things and go have fun and play in March.
Denver's the opponent Saturday at 12:30. That'll kick things off in the quarterfinals. What do you think about the matchup, and reflecting on the regular season meetings with them, what were the takeaway points that can be applied?
Yeah, you know, both those games were really close for a long time until we were able to separate. I think when you start with Denver, the first thing that always stands out is the volume of threes that they take, which is always scary, because anytime the three is the great equalizer, if anybody gets hot from the three-point line, that can be a long day for you when you're going against that. So, you know, our emphasis in being able to get really tight to Emma Smith and make sure she's not getting 6, 7, or 8 threes off and making those. And JoJo Jones has had terrific games against us both times. I've had trouble guarding her and put her at the free throw line too many times. So they definitely present some problems. We're going to have to get dialed in with the scouting report this week and see if we can get both those guys slowed up.
Coach, how about a final message to Bison Nation to come out and support down in Sioux Falls before what should be a really exciting weekend?
Yeah, it's been a great year for us. I hope it's been a lot of fun for people to watch and see us. It's only 3 hours, 3:15 down to Sioux Falls. You know it. Come down. It's a great environment, and we plan on playing, you know, all weekend. So come down and support us. It'll be fun.
Coach, really appreciate the time all season long. Go make some history.
You bet. Thanks, Sam.
For Coach Collins, I'm Sam Neidermann. This is the Bison Basketball Show.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
There's something new near NDSU. First Western Banking Trust now has a location on the Bison block, right where you need them to be.
Introducing our newest location, right across from campus. Same great service and same great people you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Champions work hard and champions play hard, but none of it happens without the rest and recovery that comes from a good night's sleep. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems is the official sleep partner of the NDSU Bison, and just like the Herd, they're a proud company founded in North Dakota with North Dakota values and tradition. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems is a third-generation company now at the showroom in Fargo, offering premium mattresses to help you take your sleep seriously. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems, located on 13th Avenue. You're going to love sleeping with us.
A better way of life is better days off and better nights in. Better hellos and better goodbyes. With locally approved, financed, and serviced home loans, Gate City Bank makes buying a home simple. Welcome home. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Hey, Bison Nation, welcome back to the Bison Basketball Show, along with NDSU men's coach Dave Richman. I'm Sam Neidermann. Great to have you with us. Tournament weekend is here. We're going down to Sioux Falls for a Summit League tournament starting on Sunday. And, Coach, it's the best time of year. You cannot beat this.
It's March. It's madness. You're exactly right. Do I wish we had a little bit better feeling going into this thing? Absolutely. But some challenges are good for us this week as we prepare for exactly to your point, just an extremely exciting time of year.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with a little bit of adversity. Obviously, it's a new season, though.
Yes.
We talk about our phases. This is phase 3, and it's the most important one.
100%. And you know, we're a mid-major program in the Summit League, a proud member of the Summit League. And you just think about what comes from the madness of March and the excitement that it brings, just because of all the things that have happened, all the things that have transpired. The next 4 or 5 days in Sioux Falls determine everything, and that's the excitement, that's the anticipation, and the adversity that we're going through, the adversity that we've been through, the ups and downs. It's all a part of the pilgrimage. It's all a part of the journey, and we're tremendously excited for another opportunity. Sioux Falls has been a great place to us. They do things the right way there between the league and the Sioux Falls Sports Authority. It's a tremendous venue. Going to be an exciting weekend, and hopefully that spills over into Monday and Tuesday as well.
Well, Coach, this program has had a lot of success at the Summit League tournament, dating back to 2009, first year that we were eligible to win and get to the NCAAs. 5 championships in 15 years, 7 of the last 9 years in the final game, and of course the last 5 consecutive years. You've been a part of it as a head coach. You've been on staff as an assistant for the first part of it. What's the key ingredient to winning ball games in a postseason setting like this?
I think it all, when we talk about this countless times, and we will talk about this countless times this week, is staying present in the moment. You know, you're excited, I'm excited, the guys are excited, but there's so many opportunities to grow. There's so many opportunities to get better. And if we're so excited and already in Sioux Falls mentally, we're going to miss the opportunities of being present and getting better. The successes are the guys being able to lock in, to buy into the process throughout the week. You know, grinding, still working on the toughness and togetherness pieces, and so we can be present when it matters. And if we miss those opportunities throughout the week to get better, we're not going to be prepared when it really truly does matter come starting Sunday night.
Well, you've got a lot of time here before Sunday throughout the week. As you mentioned earlier, a little bit of adversity finishing the season with a pair of losses to USD and SDSU. What were the takeaways from those games, and what are you looking to get better at?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't love our attention to detail. I didn't love us going back to, I didn't know if we were present. I'm not going to fault our guys' effort. We have tremendous character and integrity. We have a belief. We have the talent we need, but we have to understand the magnitude of each and every single moment on the road against the #1 team. You know, I thought there was obviously plenty of emotions on Saturday with senior day, and I understand those, but nothing at the end of the day. The reality is there's no excuses, and we weren't present enough. We weren't focused enough, and that's why this week has got to be vitally important to make sure we're exactly where we need to be come 6 p.m. Sunday night.
Let me ask you about one facet of the game. 3-point shooting has been a big key for this group. Last few games, lost a little bit of the mojo. How do you get it back?
Yeah, well, hopefully we've shot ourselves out, you know, and how do you get it back? There's no secret to anything. You work at it. You know, you get in the gym, and, you know, this week is a great week. If you, again, like I say it again a million times this week, if you're present, there's opportunities for us to practice as a team. We are in spring break right now, so there's no class time. There's plenty of opportunities for our guys to get into the gym and work at it and rep it out over and over and over again. And that's the big secret, right? You work at something.
Taking a look at the bracket, Coach. 4-5 game, going to be up against St. Thomas starting Sunday night. This is a team that we've played twice, most recently a couple weeks ago in here in the Shack. Split with them in the regular season. What do you think about the matchup?
I got a lot of respect for Johnny, and I got a lot of respect for St. Thomas and just the way they go about things. They've got a veteran presence, you know, with Bjorklund and Anthony and Dobbs and Allen and guys that have played a lot of basketball together, experienced success. They run in just a quick, fast-paced tempo offense. They run as probably as good a pressure defense as anybody in our league, and you know, especially at their place, we did not do a good job of handling it. I thought after about the first 10 minutes of our game here, we really settled in defensively, and so we've got to have a great week of prep for a very talented team.
Coach, before we get going, one final message to Bison Nation to come out and support for the team.
Yes, no, like, again, I go back to it. It's such a wonderful event. You know, my wife and the families that come down always have just a great time. I know for some it's a vacation. You know, it's just as a college basketball fan and the way things are done, the proximity of everything with the hotels and the environment and the convention center and all that, man, it's a great 4 or 5 days of basketball. It's a great experience for the kids, a great experience for the fans, and so it is a little bit of a drive, 3+ hours, but if you can make it, man, we'd love to have you in some green and gold down there.
Well, it's going to take 3 wins, 120 minutes, first 40 starts on Sunday. Coach, cannot wait.
Let's do it.
For Coach Richman, I'm Sam Neidermann. We'll see you guys at the Summit League tournament. Go Bison.
PetroServe USA gets the job done, giving you a peace of mind for all your propane needs. We provide scheduled home delivery, competitive pricing, and expert customer service from our knowledgeable techs. Call or go online today to learn more about our propane services and how convenient it is to order and pay online at PetroServeUSA.com. Your member-owned cooperative, PetroServe USA, helping America fuel better. Call today.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Open up the sky, 'cause I'm coming up to you. So send down your wings and let them bring me to you. You know I'm standing at the station, ready to go. Oh, big old aeroplane, I'm trusting your soul. Get on up, big bird.
All right, Bison fans, we're back at it here on the Bison Basketball Show, along with Elle Evans from the NDSU women's team. I'm Sam Neidermann. Great to have you along with us. And Elle, congratulations on a great regular season. It's in the books, and now we get to the Summit League tournament. How does it feel to be ready to play some postseason basketball here?
I mean, it feels great. I think we're in a great position right now. So honestly, this week-long break is going to be very long for me. I'm just ready to get it going and get down to Sioux Falls.
Yeah, it's interesting, the cadence, right? You've got a week before we play on Saturday. How is that when you guys get a chance to kind of reset, focus up on practice, get back to basics a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of have off until I think Tuesday, so we're kind of going to let our bodies rest a little bit and then jump back in Tuesday and just get into what we've been doing, practice, film, you know, lift, the usual stuff. So it's going to be long, but we're ready.
I want to go back to last weekend, senior day here inside the Shack against USD. Heaven's final game here in Fargo. What was that like, the emotions pregame and seeing her be honored?
I mean, obviously super emotional. Heaven is an amazing player, an amazing person. So for us to be able to go out and play the game we did against USD, I was happy for that. It kind of, the warm-up, the video, you know, that kind of get me. I had tears in my eyes, you know. Just seeing her playing her last game in the Shack obviously was bittersweet, but I think we went out and had a good game for her. So I'm excited to keep her last season rolling here.
Yeah, you guys were able to win in a different way, too. The three-point shot wasn't falling, as it has been. It had been rated threes coming into that weekend, but 1 of 9, but you guys were able to get it done with some defense and rebounding. How much confidence does that give you guys to say, all right, we can win a game in multiple ways?
Yeah, I mean, that's huge for us. That shows a lot about our team, that we can do all three things, score at all three levels, and like you said, if the three's not falling, which is kind of what we rely on heavily a lot of times, we can pick it up in different areas to still get the job done, so I'm glad that we did that.
Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever been on a team with this much three-point shooting? Because it seems like anybody and everyone can make one at any given time.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, pretty much everyone's green-lighted on this team. So, I mean, if someone's off, you know, it's going up. I mean, which is nice. So, keep defense on their toes. To have a 5-man step out and hit threes, I mean, is huge for us to spread the floor. So, I mean, I think it's great for us, and it's a great way to play.
Individually, you've been terrific this season. How would you describe what you've been able to produce on the floor and just the overall product of your sophomore year in the regular season?
Yeah, I think I just had a more aggressive mindset this year. Kind of non-con was not the way we wanted. Got some losses for both our team and personally. So once we got ready into Summit League play, I just kind of switched my mindset and just was attacking every game. And I mean, it just worked out. Luckily, I was shooting the ball pretty efficiently. The ball was going in the hole, and when that happens, I mean, everything's great. So yeah, luckily, just my mindset.
You've had some incredible games this year. I think back UND on the road was awesome. The St. Thomas game here at home was awesome. The 7 for 7 from three-point range. Take me back to that one. What was clicking that night, and have you ever been that kind of in the zone when it comes to your long shot?
Yeah, I've said this, I think, after the game. I don't know if I've ever gone 100%, besides like 2 for 2 or something in the game. So to go 7 for 7, I think, is something that I've never done. But I was just getting open looks, and my teammates were finding me. We had some plays that my number was called for, so knew the ball was coming to me, got to get my feet right, and just let it fly if it's falling. So that's what I did.
How would you describe the offense of this team? You guys have been high-octane and scored at a high clip really consistently.
Yeah, we like to play fast, and transition, I think, is one place where we kind of excel at. But even in the half court, I think we're really good at just moving the ball, and we have multiple people on the team that can score. So, if someone's not having their night that they usually do, the other people are able to step up. And I think one person in particular that's been great at that is Schulte. The last couple games, she's been, phenomenal for us. So we're looking to keep that going.
What's it like playing with her as your point guard, Abby Schulte?
It's great to have a point guard with that much of experience and that much leadership. It's nothing that you can't ask for. She's been great to me ever since I got here. I think the freshman this year, she's been a great mentor. So just having that person at the point guard position is huge for our team.
Summit League tournament starts on Saturday. You guys have Denver in the first round. It's going to take 3 wins, so we're going to go one at a time. Don't want to look too far ahead, but what would it mean for this group and this team to make a run and cut down the nets at the end of this coming weekend?
It would be everything. That's kind of all we've been looking forward to this year. Last year in Sioux Falls, I've had 1 game there ever in my entire life. And I'm just looking to go down there and make the best of it and keep it going and hopefully cut down some nets this year.
Well, that's part of the plan, Elle. Let's go make some history. Really appreciate the time. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
For Elle Evans, I'm Sam Neidermann. We'll see you guys in Sioux Falls as the Bison women's team looks to make history and win the Summit League championship. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Champions work hard and champions play hard, but none of it happens without the rest and recovery that comes from a good night's sleep. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems is the official sleep partner of the NDSU Bison, and just like the Herd, they're a proud company founded in North Dakota with North Dakota values and tradition. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems is a third-generation company now at the showroom in Fargo, offering premium mattresses to help you take your sleep seriously. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems, located on 13th Avenue. You're going to love sleeping with us.
There's something new near NDSU. First Western Banking Trust now has a location on the Bison block, right where you need them to be.
Introducing our newest location, right across from campus. Same great service and same great people you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
A better way of life is better days off and better nights in. Better hellos and better goodbyes. With locally approved, financed, and serviced home loans, Gate City Bank makes buying a home simple. Welcome home. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
PetroServe USA gets the job done, giving you a peace of mind for all your propane needs. We provide scheduled home delivery, competitive pricing, and expert customer service from our knowledgeable techs. Call or go online today to learn more about our propane services and how convenient it is to order and pay online at PetroServeUSA.com. Your member-owned cooperative, PetroServe USA, helping America fuel better. Call today.
Welcome back into the Bison Basketball Show. I'm Sam Neidermann. Well, we have reached the Summit League tournament down in Sioux Falls. Let's take a look at both brackets on both the women's and the men's side. Starting with the women's side, the Bison are the 2 seed. They will take on the 7 seed, Denver. And that game is Saturday afternoon at 12:30. Should the Bison win in advance, they would have a day off on Sunday, which is crucial. They don't have to win 3 games in 3 days if they move on. Then they would be playing in the semifinals Monday afternoon at 3. The championship game Tuesday at 3:30. Looking at the rest of the bracket, Oral Roberts, the 3 seed, up against the 6 seed UND. South Dakota State, they completed a perfect season. They're the 1 seed. They'll get the winner of the 8-9 game between Kansas City and Omaha, which will tip things off on Friday afternoon. Finally, the 4 seed South Dakota takes on the 5 seed St. Thomas. That's a look at the women's bracket. Let's take a look now at the men's bracket. Things will get started Friday night with the play-in game. Oral Roberts in South Dakota on the 8-9 side. The winner moves on to take on South Dakota State. The Jackrabbits won the regular season championship 9th time in the last 12 years. Then you see the Bison. They're the 5 seed. They'll take on the 4 St. Thomas. That is Sunday night at 6 p.m. Winner moves on to the semis to face the winner of South Dakota State in that 8-9 game. That would be Monday evening. The championship game Tuesday at 8:30. Bottom side of the bracket, Kansas City's the 2. The Roos are hot. They ended the regular season on a big winning streak. They'll take on the 7 seed Denver. And finally, the 3 seed UND. They take on the 6 seed Omaha. That's a look at our brackets for the Summit League men's and women's basketball tournaments. Cannot believe that we have made it to the end of the season. This is it for our Bison basketball show. Really hope that you've enjoyed all of our coverage all year long. A big thank you to Coach Richman and Coach Collins and all the players that we've been able to feature here on the show. Been so fun sharing those conversations with you. And finally, a big thank you to our entire crew based out of WDAY. These are the guys who make it happen behind the scenes. Our producer, Mike Capel, our production assistants, Justin Hawley and Jeb Duddick. They're the best. They're the ones who get this to you each and every week here on the Bison Basketball Show. So let's have a great weekend in Sioux Falls. We'll catch you in the end of the month in March, hopefully playing some more postseason in the NCAAs. For our entire crew, I'm Sam Neidermann. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next time here on the Bison Basketball Show.
The Bison Basketball Show is presented by Gate City Bank for a better way of life. And Pepsi.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.